Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tracey Larin, founder and CEO of Curiosity Knox. Hope you're doing well. Today, we have a very special guest, under her maiden name, Nicole Baker. Nicole has just absolutely, I guess I'll go back a little bit to how I met you. So I started noticing you, Nicole, on Facebook. And what I noticed over the years, I just watched you come alive and literally transform your life. And I started following, wondering, like, what is she about? And it's not just about, the fact that you lost over 100 pounds and like completely transformed your body, but it was the mindset. It was just your vibration and who you are and just uplifting your soul. And I became very drawn to you. And I've been following you along for many, many years. And kind of, I guess in a way online became friends in that. And so today I'd like to share you to the world. So I'm just gonna give you a couple minutes to introduce yourself and basically tell people how what things you did to transform this lifestyle, and then physically, and then you and I will get more into the emotional, the mindset side. I just want everybody
Okay.
on our platform to understand what you're all about.
Well, my name is Nicole Andrade, um, aka Nicole Baker.
Yeah.
I'm known as Facebook. And I have noticed you for a long time, since you
Oh,
following me.
thanks.
And
Thank you.
a lot of people follow me from the beginning when I first started. Well, let me go back. I started Fitteam around, I was around 55 years old, and
Oh my
was
God,
going through.
Nicole, you don't even look 45. Like, I'm in shock right now. That's what I mean about your vibration. Sorry to interrupt, but it's just like, wow, I'm shocked right now, even by the age. I had no clue. No clue, my word. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, back then I was going through menopause,
Hmm.
and I was having knee problems, I was having
Oh,
back problems, I
oh,
was falling into this depression, and
yeah.
yeah, and I, going through Facebook, which I wasn't new, I was very new at it, at the time,
Yeah.
and but
Well,
I
we
was
all are
scrolling.
because it's not in our age to have computers and stuff, right? I mean, I'm 48,
Right.
so it's like, you know what, like you said, you had your son set yours up under your maiden name so people could
Yeah, because
find
I
you.
didn't know
And
how.
yeah, and I think, girl, I think I had my son set me up. Like, it's just not in our time. It's just what it is, right? But anyway,
Right,
sorry.
right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I was scrolling through Facebook and I ran across a good friend of mine, Sandy Hill, and
Nice.
I kept seeing her post about, this fit team. So, you always skeptical about, especially when you finding stuff, on the internet, you just don't trust it. So,
Yeah,
anyway, it took
Nicole,
me
I,
about a
I have
year.
about 3,000 a year people come after me for different products, and I've never bought anything. I've had people send me samples. I've never bought anything because I just don't trust. I trust you
Right,
because I just put an order in
right.
the other night there. I was asking, but yeah, so you basically you've seen this product online through somebody
Yeah, and I
else.
kept, but you know
Okay.
what? Even after a whole year of me seeing her,
Mm.
I was in a bad place, this day, and
You're in
my
the
husband,
pit.
my husband had gave me money to pay a bill, but I
Mm.
took the money and I bought the product, and I said, you
Oh,
know what?
so that's
I
a
said
double-edged sword there because you're like,
I was
not morally
desperate, girl.
correct, but
I was
you're putting
desperate.
yourself
I really
first.
was.
I love
So
how you twist that.
yeah, and so anyway, I ended up drinking the product, and um and I really wanted to see, if this product was going to work. So I did my part in changing the way I ate, and I was working a full-time job at the time. So,
Right.
I consider that, as moving around. But I don't,
Yeah.
the weight started coming off. I was staying focused. Um I wasn't playing, girl. Just, just make a long story short.
Yeah.
And
So you
yeah,
you
and
basically, I like what you said there, is that because it's not, there's no miracle gonna shave you. You have to do the work, right? You
you
have
have to
to,
put your part in.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and
you have to be
I noticed
consistent.
and I
Mhm.
noticed the first week I had lost 4.5 pounds. And then the
Wow,
first
that's a lot.
four, first four no, the first 4 weeks I was
Mhm.
down 18 pounds. So I knew at
Wow.
this point that this product was good for me. And
And you know what? Maybe some of the hope too, right? Because you had shifted your mindset and said, you know what? I know I took my husband's money, probably not the best thing, but I use it for my own greater good. And my husband,
right.
loved you unconditionally. You were with him your whole life, right? So it's like,
He
you
didn't
know,
get mad though.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
exactly. But
no.
the thing is, like, you know, I'm sure he would have been okay with it. But you know, I'm gonna try this, and then, but you know, a pound of fat is like, you know, they show video like pictures of it of the blubber. It's about that big. So
Yeah,
18 of those you were able to rip off your body
yeah,
just by
yeah.
shifting your diet, because I don't think you had added the walking in at that point, right?
No, 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 no. It
Yeah.
wasn't until after I had lost, I think it was like 80 some pounds at this point. And
Wow.
my oldest son had told me, Mom, now that you lost all that weight, now you need to start toning. So I just started
Yeah.
walking, and
He's right. That yeah, he's
I
right.
just started walking, and yeah, it's been really good. I became a brand partner to this company.
Oh,
Um,
that's amazing, especially when
but
you start
then
out being
when I
skeptical.
started noticing weight coming off,
Yeah.
then I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm on to something.
Yeah.
Because if she also told me that if you sign on 3 people, you could get this stuff for free.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
now
that's
at that
amazing, because
point,
who
at
doesn't
that
want to
point,
feel
that
better and lose
click the
weight?
light on in my head because I'm
Yeah.
thinking, okay, so because I didn't know for sure, if I was gonna be able to have the money every month to
Right.
be able to keep this going, and I wanted to keep it going. So yeah, that was my main focus is getting these 3 people so I could get this product for free. So that was
Yeah.
one of the main reason why I was able to go as long as I did,
Well, and the thing is,
because of
because you're
that.
seeing the progress as you go, like me, you know, train, and right now I have an injury, so I'm only allowed to walk. But like even walking, I'm noticing like I don't know, I'm used to using weights and doing deadlifts and stuff like that. I've been a gym rat since I was young, so I'm used to all that. But the other night when you and I were having a really, you know, nice you know, woman to woman talk, I was really open and transparent with you and saying like, I'm having a hard time with the whole notion that walking is going to be okay, because I'm used to in a gym 6 days a week and go and just the encouragement you gave me, and you just said, Tracy, you know, like, you know, there's 3 products. So that's the thing, is that there's 3 main products you were using and 3 different types. And it kind of makes sense how they all kind of come together to treat holistically the person at once. And then also just walking. I mean, I'm gonna be when we put this recording up, I'm gonna be attaching your before and afters. I think I have 5 or 6 of them, and it's just nuts. Like it's not even you. And I'm not talking because you shrunk. I'm talking about the hair, the makeup, the nails, the glow, the vibration of the
Yeah,
body.
yeah,
There's no
yeah,
downtrodden in the face. Like sometimes before, the hair, you could tell you weren't as healthy in your hair, and the glow, you know, one of them, you have kind of a beige color on. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
yeah.
And you're kind of
You know
heads
what,
kind of,
Tracy? The thing is,
you
back
know?
in the day, I was always into makeup and hair, and I used to like fixing myself up and dressing up all the
Oh
time.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
didn't catch me without my makeup, but somewhere along the line, I guess, especially when I had gained all the weight, I
Right.
had lost that glow. I had lost
Yeah.
that drive to want to get up every day and put my makeup on and start my day. I wasn't doing it, and then especially in between then, I was having kids, so
Well,
really,
that's what happened to
I
me
didn't have the
too.
time.
Yeah. Baby number
I didn't have
two.
the time,
Yeah.
so I blew
Baby
up to.
number two. Yeah. It
I
comes
was
out
close
10
to.
pounds, 14 ounces, girl.
Oh my
And
goodness,
you know,
girl.
my stomach was like out to here, 42 pounds of fluid in my body. And then it's like, and not only that, but they do a C-section. I don't know if you had a C-section. And then
No,
they
no.
don't do a half tummy tuck, because by the way, everybody, she's in the US, in Texas, right?
Yes, I'm in Texas
Yeah.
now.
And
I
I'm in
moved here after
Canada,
my
and
husband passed.
yeah, God bless his soul. I'm so sad.
Yeah.
But I'm in Canada, so it's like we're in tour. But over here in Canada, they don't do a half tummy tuck. They just sew it back up. So all that weight that your stomach pushed out, carrying this 10-pound, 14-ounce baby with all this fluid, now you have it in like chubbiness and everything. And it really affects the self-esteem. I remember back then I was running group homes, and for very behavioral boys, teenagers, and it was very aggressive. And I remember just looking in the mirror and say, "What's the point of the hair? What's the point of the makeup?" I remember cutting my hair off, boosh, like just cut it off, no makeup. I was in a relationship. We had just had this baby, and I remember just not feeling beautiful in my skin. And exactly what you said, I started to gain the weight. My emotions start to go down. I had a
Yeah.
hard time getting up. I didn't have the same pizzazz that I did before, because people don't realize, like, women carry these children like we're cooking a baby, a live human
Yeah.
in our
Yeah. It
body.
takes a lot out of you, I tell you that much.
Oh man, never been the same.
I don't see how women have multiple
8, 9,
children,
10.
like 9 and 10, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. But I was blessed with three, and I'm happy. I'm happy with
Your
the three that
children are
I have.
absolutely stunning. Like your daughter, anyways, not to get off track, but she looks like a model. Like she's so funky and creative looking. She's so beautiful. Your sons are always glowing, always happy. All the pictures, they always have themselves wrapped around you. And that's what made me drawn to you, is that it was not just a transformation, but one day I start to kind of get like more of an inner soul connection with you, because I seen a picture of your children, your two children were wrapped around you, and the way they were looking at you in your eyes, I was like, "Hmm, these are some fine young growing humans there, and they're at an age where they don't have to look at their mom like that anymore, but the way they were looking at you was just utter love and respect and admiration for the mom you are." And I knew, because I've been in protective services my whole life, and I started with kids and teenagers and that, and worked my way through families and up the line. But I'm really all about how the children look at the parent, you know? Like my
Yeah,
children, if you've seen my children look at me, they don't look at me the way they look at you. They look at me like, they're not too sure which move I'm gonna make, because I've always been bum 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 and quick paced, and they're kind of curious, but they find me a little bit rebellious. I'm not, but it's just, with the stuff I do, you have to have a
yeah,
big, strong lioness heart to be able to do the stuff that I do. You have to be able to go to the flame, into the flame, to get people out. So that's the thing, is that my kids don't look at me like that. My kids look at me more like the dad, and more the alpha, and they're not too sure, like sometimes where my heart is at, because when they were growing up, I was in the heat of it. So I'm dealing with like suicides and sexual harassment, just all kinds of harassment stuff that I can't even discuss on here, because it just, you won't sleep. So, or the world even won't sleep. So it's just, I started to take it into my body. I was just, I wouldn't eat for hours because my stomach would be in knots. I started having like PTSD signs, nosebleeds, start losing my hair, started gaining weight. Then I got pregnant with Cameron, just wasn't really sure if I had the right partner. I'm kind of like a rabbit, fast, 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 and he was kind of like a turtle, in bed by 8 at night, and I'm going to bed at like 2 a.m. and getting up and going again at 6 a.m. So just different drives, different function. But it's the food intake. You don't realize, you just start, you're eating, and you're eating your emotions, and you're losing yourself, and you're going into this pit of darkness. You're getting worse and worse and worse. And then,
yeah.
like you said, like I have the clock in behind me for a reason. So then, like you said, you almost had an epiphany, like when we were talking, when I was in my car with you, then you almost had an epiphany, like, okay, uh, how much time has gone by here? Like how, I gotta get this going. I gotta take this back.
Right,
And
right.
watching you take it back is just, for me personally, it's a total inspiration. So now I'm
And I can
even,
kick myself in the butt all the time because that year that I wasted,
yeah,
being not sure, I could have
yeah.
started a year before, but I got started. It's all
Yeah,
good.
and the thing is that things were different back then too, and sometimes I wonder too, like I started my company 9 years ago, but I'm like, why didn't I start sooner? And but I had two little boys on my own, end up being a single mom. So,
Yeah,
things
yeah.
happen, but sometimes, maybe if you start the year before, you would have been started, and then boom, and then boom, and then boom, and that's worse on the self-esteem. So sometimes it's better just make sure you're absolutely ready to go. And so how long did it take you? Do you figure into the
Well, it took
whole
me altogether, maybe took me like 14 months. Because
wow,
at
that's
this point,
fast.
when I was able to start getting this stuff for free, um, I was, and then I figured out my own way of doing the program.
Yeah,
I was just doing it at my own pace because I was
right.
getting 2 bags of fit on my doorstep every month. So I was, and I still do. Um,
Yeah,
so I was just going at my own pace. And
right.
right at the peak of me, because I was almost 300 pounds. I was
Wow,
wearing a
I
size
can't even,
20.
I seen the pictures, but listen, you sisters, you hold your weight better than listen, like when my culture chubby, like it's kind of more jiggly. You there, you guys always, like all my sister friends, they all have the like nice tight glowy skin, and they're more thick muscle. I find your culture has more athletic muscle density. So I would have never thought, I would have honestly, on my life, Nicole, I'm shocked right now. I would have never thought that you were that weight. How much did you lose in total?
I lost a total 119.
Wow,
119. And what happened was,
that's
right at the
amazing.
peak of me losing the weight, I had got all the way
Yeah,
down from a size 26 to 28 pants to a
Mhm.
size 10. So,
Holy jumping. That's because my
and
goal
that
weight's
was
between an 8 and a
right
10.
at the peak of me losing the weight. Then, my husband passed away.
Oh, I
So
know. It's so
that
sad.
just changed the whole
Yeah.
everything.
That
I
sets
wasn't thinking
everything back.
about, and to be honest, I wasn't thinking about fit. I wasn't thinking about losing no weight. I wasn't thinking about nothing really, to be
Well, no,
honest.
and the thing is
So
that, like we were saying, you know, it's at that point you just go into survival mode because the suddenness of it is very traumatizing, Nicole. And nobody can relate to how it feels and to lose a partner, but not only just a partner, but this guy was like incredible husband, father, great human being, your best friend. I'm not saying you didn't have your ups and downs,
yeah,
all couples do,
34
but
years, 34
yeah, but
years.
it's the unity between thick and thin, the kids and everything. But and it just happened recently, right? So it sometimes it's hard to stay exactly leveled out, but in your mind you're going to get back on track 100%, and you
I'm
already
already
started
there.
since.
I'm
Yeah,
already
you
there.
already
I'm
started. So
already back on track. I mean,
yeah,
all last year was not good for me. But I
yeah,
just made up in my mind, and I'm a huge believer in God,
me too.
um
Me too.
and I just knew I just wanted him to take the pain away a little bit. I just wanted
Absolutely.
to feel,
Hmm.
then I had to regroup and try to find me all over again because, living with my husband and being with him for 34 years, you used to live in a certain way with somebody just
Yeah,
always being there to you being, by yourself again. So, but I knew how to, get things going before I met him.
yeah.
So I just had to find me again,
Yeah,
so
because it
so
is
that's
really in within you. Like I can always tell, like you've just along the years of following you and that, like you're someone who actually believes in taking care of yourself and having a good, loving vibe and waking up and hitting the ground saying, "Hey, Satan, I've arrived." Like you might want to be a little bit afraid there because I walk with God and I really admire that about you. I'm on the exact same
yeah,
journey and totally a
yeah.
soldier of God. And that's why I try and provide this free platform to help the world see these great people. I mean, I was shocked the other day when my team and I were analyzing your stuff because I just I feel you, right? Whatever you come with,
Sure.
that's what I want to be around, right? So that's what I tell people. I just feel something about them, and the thing is with you is that it's like, how does she do this? Because I'm looking in the mirror and I'm in the same spot that I was like 5 years ago. Like my body just doesn't want to move. And I've been told I got diabetes now and stuff like that. So I'm in that pouty stage. I can't eat anything. And now I'm getting past it because the other day I had a little tiny sliver of an orange cake that a lady made for her office there, a little tiny sliver. And I was lost in my mind for like 6 hours, Nicole. Like I couldn't even think. And I was like, wow, like what you eat is what you get. And,
Yeah,
sometimes it's not worth that little extra. But like you said, if you have a little piece of something or you kind of mess up or whatever, get back on track, right? Get
get
on
back
the
on
horse
track.
again.
Yeah,
Get
get back
back
on
on
track.
track.
You know what?
Yeah.
The main thing I believe is determination. If you have
Yeah.
determination to do this, I mean, like I said, I was not feeling good. I wasn't happy at all with
Yeah.
myself. And you know what? My husband have never, ever said anything about my weight. It was just
Oh, bless him.
I was not happy.
Yeah.
Not look, the way I look at my clothes and
Right.
I'm telling you, girl, back then, if a picture was taken of me, somebody
Yeah.
took it without, and I really didn't want it taken. So,
Nicole, I'm a
but yeah,
size 12 right now. I still don't let people take pictures of me. And I have people comment all the time, "Hey, how come your full body's not up?" Blah, blah, blah. It's always a man, of course. But like, how come your body's not up? And because they see I'm single. So, Messenger's an open platform, right? I wake up all night. My phone goes off all night. I don't know, Middle Eastern men, European men, whatever. I don't know. I guess they think, oh, well, she's single. She's got a company. She must have all this money. I don't know what they do, but they seem to bother me a lot. And it's always the same comment, like, "How come you don't have a full body picture?" Well, first of all, why do I need to share my full body picture with you? You're a complete stranger. But I just don't even respond anymore because the second I respond with any type of confidence, I just get blocked. I'm like, wow, Facebook must be like, there's a whole bunch of people in the world that are blocking you, Tracy. I don't think I've ever been blocked by a female. No, I talk to all cultures all over the world, right? Like where I'm international. So I'm all over the world and I've never had a female like never had a female be really rude or snobby with me. I've had several females in the fitness industry. They come after me like, hey, can I use your platform? Or hey, I'd like to get you in shape. But it's like you said, it's the mindset. You have to be ready for that because I
Yeah,
was
you have,
competitive.
yeah.
Yeah, I was a competitive athlete for many, many moons growing up. I played every type of sport, competitive. Even at the gym now, when I was going there before I got hurt there, like, I get a young girl next to me. She's just going well. Trust me, man. My adrenaline kicks in. I'm going too because in my mind I'm competitive, right? It's like I'm still that 20-year-old in that. I'm still that kid in my mind, right? Sometimes I forget. Then I say, "Oh, is it worth showing her what you can do? Like, what are you doing?" But it's so silly, but we all have our little human, competitive games and that, and I just like to compete. But anyways, with you, I don't feel like that. It's just like I sit back and I watch this whole transformation. Right now I'm a size 12, but I cannot, like, it just doesn't seem to want to get off quicker. And there's a lot of sitting in what I do, right? So I took 4 years to write a book and 7 programs, and it's very technical, it's very psychological and that. So it's about intervention and preventative programs and that and transformation. And that's why I respect and admire you. So, you're sitting all the time. Like you said, when you had a full-time job, you tried to move around that. Well, for me, I sat all day, then I would leave and go to the gym, and then I'm doing round two. So I had a full-time career job to be able to feed my kids. And sometimes that was a hard time. Trust me, there's many nights I cracked open just a can of beans or a can of this and wolfed it down. And that's the other thing too, is that I want to share with people is you have to eat more often. Like just until a couple weeks ago, been a bit of a workaholic my whole life. Well, not that workaholic. There's whole lot of people out there that need some saving and some help, right? So somebody's got to
Mhm,
do it. There's
mhm,
not many
mhm.
humanists left out there that actually want, or compassionate leaders and want to get out there and really help people and change lives. So, but the thing is that we have to have the vehicle to be able to do it, right? So I
Right.
can't wait. I can't wait to have the product arrive. And if you wouldn't mind explaining to our audience the three products, because there's three different kinds. So the one
It's
I'm
for
starting with is the what? Sorry?
it's the Fitteam fit. It's
Yeah.
the fit, and I have them. Let me. I could just give me a minute, and I'll go get them. I don't know why I didn't have them
Yeah, no
all.
worries.
Um, and it's actually
Yeah,
four.
nice house, girl.
So
I
I'm gonna get them all.
love
I
it.
have a fit already. So we actually have four, and they
Oh, is it
all
four? Okay. Because we
there's
had talked
four.
about the
Yes,
three.
yes.
Because there's one that's the fit. There's one's it's a hydration thing for people like
It's
me
a
who just
hydrate.
can't
Yes,
seem to get enough
So
water in my
we have the
body.
fit.
Oh, there's the picture of the family.
We have the 15 fit. I don't know
Okay.
how to upside down. We have
Girl, look at
this,
them nails. Wow.
and then we have, and
Mine broke the other day, so I just put some sparklies for you. What's
then
this
we have
one?
the hydrate.
Oh,
The
that's the
hy-
one you were talking about.
yeah, the
The
hydrate
hydrate.
is for people. Now a lot of people mix the 15
Guilty.
fit with the hydrate. They'll
Yeah,
mix
I'm
it
guilty of
together.
not hydrating my body enough. And what was the third?
Yeah. And so the third one we have the protein drink, the Fit Lean.
Yeah.
This is
Protein
a Fit
helps,
Lean. Now
especially for
I love drinking this when because a
yeah.
lot of I'm not a breakfast person. I never have been. So
Oh,
what I
Nicole, me
do is
neither, but they
I'll
say that's
mix
where I got myself sick. They're telling me
I'll
from not
mix
eating
one of these.
breakfast. Yeah.
I'll mix one of these with some unsweetened almond milk and like a half a banana and some ice.
Oh, I
And
like that
I'll crush
idea.
it up and
I
I'll
like
make
that
it. And
idea.
it's vanilla flavor, so it's really good.
That's amazing.
And
So
then
I get up just ready to go. Like I don't want to eat. I just like get up, shower, boom, boom,
but
boom,
you know
out the
what?
door.
You should put something into your body. And then
Yeah.
we also have the 15 immune.
Oh, that's
This
the
right
immune one we were talking about.
This
Okay,
is
I
the 15
understand now.
immune, and you mixed it.
Yeah.
You know what? I was giving this to my husband before
Okay.
especially when the COVID came out, to
Yeah.
help him. And I would mix this with a pack of with a 15 fit, and I would mix it and make him drink it before he went to work in the morning.
So what are you mixing with these things? Almond milk? What else do they taste good with? Like
The-
just
with
water,
with the
milk? Because I'm
with the
lactose.
with the with the fit lean,
Yeah.
I use the unsweetened almond milk. With the
Oh,
15
okay.
fit, you just mix it with water.
Okay. Is
six
it
to
what kind
eight
of flavor
ounces.
is it?
Now, see,
Is it like a
I have this bottle right here, so I would
mm,
drink maybe like half out of this bottle, and
okay.
then mix my fit with it, and then drink it. But
What's
see,
it
I've been
taste
doing
like?
it.
Because that's the one I'm
I've been.
ordering, the fit one, right? What's it
It's
taste
like
like?
it's like to me, it's like a fruity Chase?
Yeah, that's what I
Can
was
you?
thinking. So it's more like you're more like just drinking like fruity
Yeah,
flavored
it's like
water,
a.
right?
You know what? But I've been doing this so long, so I
Mm.
just open the packet and pour it in my mouth and just drink the water after.
You just like, hey, get her in, eh?
Because you can do
I
this on
love
the
that.
go. If
Yeah,
I would have them in my car, and I always used to keep water in my car as well. And when I'm
that's
on the
so
go, I could
smart.
do my bit, and that way I don't forget, and I keep it in my car as well because I have 15 fit all over my car. So when I'm out and
Oh, I
about,
love that. I love
people be
that.
asking me, what is fit, and so there I
I love
go.
that.
One have to do a little meditation, which I don't mind sharing
That's
about fit.
amazing.
So,
So how much
but you
walking would you encourage? Are you saying like,
You know
because
what,
they
girl?
often say
You start
10,000
out the way
steps,
you
but
can. You start out to what fits
good
you.
job.
I
Yeah.
I started out as walking a half a mile, and then I
Okay.
built it up to a mile, and then I
Okay.
built it up to a mile and a half, and then
Okay.
I went to two. I
See,
think
I
the most
started
I
at
ever had was
5K. I
like
started at
3 miles.
5K a night. Yeah, I
Oh
started
no,
5K a
girl.
night with this injury. And by the time I get to the 3.5, because I'm pretty active, right? So I get the 3.5 kilometer mark because I'm just going around my big S where I'm staying. And I would notice this tightness in my chest. And what's happening is I had to do CPR on someone. I had an injury in my back shoulder. My rib cage was popped out in my back. So I was having this pain in through my chest, and I was like, "What is going on?" It was really debilitating my breathing. So now I can't even make it around like 1.5 times, which is probably like a kilometer and a half without feeling it until I get kind of fixed, right? So until it completely heals. So that's why I was like getting discouraged. But when I spoke to you the other night, I thought, you know what? Like you kind of said similar things. It was like, she's right. Like just go around once. Once a day is better than no times a day.
Yeah,
And once a
exactly.
day is almost once around is almost a kilometer. That's 7 kilometers a week. Like it's better than nothing,
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
And
You know
and the
what?
other,
Even when you're
yeah,
sitting down in your chair, it's
yeah,
things that you can do in your chair, like with your legs or with your
leg
arms.
lifts, yeah.
Yeah, stuff
Okay.
like that. So, it's always something that you can do. Like I said, I think it all comes down to determination. How bad do
Yeah.
you want it?
Yeah. How
And
bad you
like I
want it?
said, yeah, how
I love how
bad do
you
you
said
want
that.
it?
I
So,
always said that to my kids growing up. And one year I came to visit my son. He was sleeping over at my parents' house there because I was single mom. They always helped me. And I come over and I come in his room. They each had their own room at my parents' house too. And he had a little sticky note, and it had just that saying what you just said right on it. And it's like, hey, they do learn, just like when he was like one day he starts spitting off all this information about manifesting and how the mind works and how you send it into the energy and this and that in the universe. And I'm like, where does he get that? And he's like, well, when I was like 9 years old, The Secret, the movie The Secret with uh, uh, Lisa Nichols, but she's amazing, right? First,
mm-hmm.
first, first, first African female to be like publicly traded. Like, how incredible is that, right? So anyway, so he's like, yeah, when I was 9 and you had some friends over and this movie, The Secret came out, you made them sit and watch it and take notes and stuff like that. You were kind of like ahead of your time. And he's like, and I remember being 9 years old, just sitting on the stairs and listening and taking it in. And it's funny, like over the years they do that, eh? So no wonder why your kids are so glowy and they seem happy and they're encouraging as well because they learn that from you, right? So it's just it's I don't know, it's love. I guess what I feel
Yeah.
from you is love, and I feel your vibe. And like I was saying last night, like I couldn't believe that you have 6.2K followers. Most people who do like because it's, I guess in someone it's a market level of marketing, but you don't really look at it like that. You're more like, okay, listen, I believe in this product, it changes lives, so whatever I can do to get it out there, I
Right,
mean,
right.
I'm wanting to help you get it out there, and I'm going to be a person that takes it into my own body. So the thing is with me, as I was telling you, is that what I liked about you is that you encourage me it's safe, because I'm very sensitive to foods like MSG, gluten, like any of that stuff. Like if I even buy a salad from like a Lebanese place, I still get sick to my stomach. Sometimes I can actually be very, very ill. And so, just knowing that it's pure, it's all natural, right, Nicole?
All
Like
natural, all organic. Yes.
yeah. So I mean, because I was telling you, even sometimes when I have green tea, it upsets in my stomach. So I'm
Yeah.
hyper sensitive. So I was a little bit apprehensive to try, but I said, hey, let's try. I mean,
Right.
geez, listen, I'll take a little bit of an upset stomach if I can help rip the rest of this weight off, because where my weight is from the PTSD and the cortisone shooting in my sleep, I'd often have nightmares and stuff because I dealt with suicides and stuff like that. It was
Yeah.
kind of hard burying kids, eh? Not very fun, especially when they're, they are in your care in the moment when they do it, or they're somehow at the hospital and they do it, or they're somewhere else. It doesn't matter. So the point is that at one time you felt responsible for that child. You were, legally responsible for that child. So you just feel, and the PTSD builds in the body, like you said. Like, we go through our own trauma, we go through our own things, but how you can take it back is by, when you have trauma, it alters the body, it alters the chemicals, it alters everything. It can also increase the weight gain and stuff like that. So having a product like this that kind of just naturally works on the inside, you drink it, it tastes great, it's quick, it's easy, it's over with. And the other thing I like about it is the packaging, because I hadn't had a visual on it. So now I'm even more excited, because I thought was going to show up at my door was like some kind of bag. I'd unzip lock it, take my scoop.
So it comes
But,
individually,
girl, like,
individually
yeah.
packaged.
So when I see the packages,
and you
like
know
that, I
what,
got
but
excited.
you know what, and what I liked about it, because it was just so easy to do. It wasn't something that I just that I would forget. You only do 2 a day. So you drink two of these a day.
Yeah.
One before breakfast and one before lunch. And I tell you how much water, to mix. I mean, for me, what works for me,
just put in your water.
The less the water, the better. That's the way I like it.
Okay.
Now, other people might be different, but for me,
I noticed that earlier, saying half a bottle of water, and I was trying to figure out why. So it's just like the flavor's better. It just feels better.
You still get that fruity taste.
Okay.
But the less water, you're just gonna get it even a little more.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know, though. And the thing is, I'm always on the go, and I always have my laptop bag and my purse and all that. And one day I was in back-to-back meetings, and me, I'm often in my SUV. I make it like my little office in between places. And I got trapped in my vehicle for almost 6 hours. I had no food, no nothing. And I had remembered, I'd gone to the dollar store. It sounds silly, but I bought these tiny little, like, they're from China, these little vegetable crackers. And I remember, like, grabbing it, just trying to get something in me. But this is even better, because I always have water in my vehicle. I always have a bottle of water with me. My father got me in that habit a long time ago. Take 2 bottles with you everywhere you go, and that way you don't rely on it, because sometimes they get trapped in different places, like I was saying. So just knowing that if I had those packages with me in my laptop bag, my purse, in my car, I guess they're probably not too bad with the heat sensitivity in that. Like, I wouldn't recommend maybe leaving them in your vehicle, because it can go hot.
I usually have them in my purse. I usually carry them about maybe like 5 to 6, maybe sometimes 10 sometimes. Even when I go to work, I have them in my purse, because I'm always, I pass out samples sometimes, when I'm on the street. But then, sometimes I don't, because I want to make sure I have
I know
enough for myself.
Yeah.
So
but see, that's even a better compliment to the product. I've never heard anybody say that before. You're saying, hey, I need this so much, I like it so much, I want to preserve it for myself, and then give what I can. I like the way you just said that. But that shows you respect for the product, right?
So
the other thing,
I've been doing this almost 7 years, and I really, and I didn't imagine me. I didn't know at the time that I was going to be with this company for so long. But it's not only it's about the product. I could say it's more about the product, because I already seen what this product can do. So that's one of the main reasons why I stick with this program, because I believe in this product.
And the other thing too is, like,
lot.
It's strange, but you're one of the only people that sell these type of things that has never, in all those years I've been following you. Like, I was thinking the other night, like, it's got to be 7 to 9 years. I don't know how to figure out.
You've been following me for a while. I've been seeing your name for a long time.
I didn't notice the products. I just noticed you. There's something about your vibe, and I'm not a person that goes after someone. Like, I barely even, like, I have 5,000 6 K following in that, but like, I don't go and click on people. It's very rare. Maybe like 40 people my whole life that I've actually seeked and went after. So I'm just, because I've always done underground everything. I never want to come above ground. So this is all kind of new for me too in the last year, really, like, getting out there in the world and sending my message and letting my face kind of come above ground. So, it's a little bit different world for me. But the other thing too is, I really wanted to, now, to be honest, a lot of people don't, sometimes won't watch a podcast right till the end. So I'm just going to be blunt. So I'm going to put all your details and information, all your contact information will down lower for the audience, especially the ones that made it this far, because I think, watching the whole thing, you get the bigger picture of everything and where we're aligning.
Right.
the
Right,
biggest thing I
right.
want to align with is, you know, use my platform to encourage. I'm in Canada. I am helping Nicole to seek a very strong person that would, you know, also fall in love with the product and believe in the product and become a Canadian partner with you. You're more established over in the US, but it's to get the product over here and to get that Canadian partner. And you know, Nicole, you and I will both be making sure we're screening the right people for you. We have screening processes. I don't personally want just anybody that I'm referring or referring or comes through me that doesn't have full integrity, honesty, sincerity, and it won't be true and loyal to, you know, Nicole, her products, what she believes in. Because for me, I'm encouraging any Canadian people that know me that, you know I'm a good person, I got a good heart, to also consider being a partner. And like she said, as soon as you know, if you buy 3 times, you get your products free. So it kind of, you know, it kind of makes sense.
Not if you
It's like
buy
an
three
easy,
times. If you
yeah.
come in as a brand partner and you get 3 people to
Oh,
come
the
in,
people.
you know,
Okay. Yeah.
3 people, only 3 people, then you start getting this product for free.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood in the beginning
Yeah,
there. I understood it earlier, but I think, you know, after 40 minutes of talking, I misunderstood. Sorry about that. But yeah,
that's okay.
so that's the thing is too, is that we're, you know, we're looking for someone that's, you know, is really wants to make a change and transform
Passionate,
their
yeah.
lives,
Yeah.
you know,
And
not just any,
be a product, be a face of a product. I mean, you know, if you
yeah,
somebody that wants to come in and they also want to have a business as well, and but also looking to lose weight.
right,
Like I said, when I started, people see me from when I first started all the
right.
way to because I always post my progress throughout
It's
the years.
nuts. And how
So
fast the quickness of it was what is surreal. Like it just like whoa, like it's just shedding off. And what I liked, it was it kind of and I know this sounds silly, but you know, what I noticed about your figure is it was coming off from head to toe. It wasn't like, you know, all of a sudden you got these like skinny little arms and then the tummy's like, you know, it was really almost just melting from head to toe. And as you know, like some parts of the body are hard to lose fat. Like, you know, I have full muscle, like arm, legs, you know, all that is good. It's all like it's solid, but it's like all the tummy area. It's like almost like a bit of a thickness in the back. Like it's like, where is this coming from? And that's what gives me the courage, is that I watched you from head to toe, like kind of just equally melt. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like I
yeah.
call some people
I,
like chicken bodies. Like when you see guys that they're at the gym and they built up this big muscle, but then they have these tiny little legs, or vice versa. Like I found the whole shape, you know, the whole shape was just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. I'm getting excited now. I'm getting excited, and you
Yeah,
know,
you know
I
what? Like I said, it all comes down to determination.
yeah,
And if you have a strong determination and you have the will, you'll find a way no matter what to fit in, um, drinking your bit. I've been doing it for so long, every single day, to it's like me getting up, washing my face and brushing my teeth.
yeah, it's just
I
norm.
drink my
Yeah,
bit and it's just part of my day. It's
I
no
love that.
questions about it. So yeah,
I
I
love how you
mean,
believe in your product, because there's many people that come after me that try and sell me stuff or sell my team stuff, or you know, and it's you don't see the light in their eyes, you don't see the fire in their eyes, like you don't see the emotional connection to it. It's more like, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and if you do this and you do that, you get this and you get that. And that's what I never heard from you. It's just like, hey, I'm feeling great, I'm vibing, I feel alive. It was more like, whoa, where's all this like this shifting come,
r-
because you know I'm a crisis
right.
manager, right? I teach crisis management competencies. So it's like, where is all this coming from? This enlightenment, you know, this enlightenment and this trust.
Excitement,
And
because every
yeah,
time I was dropping a pound and every time I was losing a dress size, I
right.
the excitement got more and more, and the fire got more and more inside
I
me. That
love
made
that.
me want to
I
do
love that.
more and go further.
Makes you
With
climb out of
this,
your pit, right? That's why I have a pit behind
yeah,
me. I teach
yeah,
people how to climb it out. So it's like, hey, once you, and the thing is too with depression, that like it can really take you over. Like you were saying, once you're in that pit and once you hit that, it's like you feel kind of a darkness. And then once you go to the darkness and you reach the light, it's hard because you know, it's, you've seen the darkness. It's hard to explain. I try to tell people, don't go to the darkness. I'll be, oh, I mean,
But you
bad.
know
I
what?
want to try this
Sometimes
out.
you go there without even realizing you're going there.
Yeah.
Because I had a lot of stuff hit me at one time.
Yeah.
I was depressed because I didn't like my weight. I was depressed. I mean, then
Yeah.
my my emotions was all messed up because I was going through menopause.
Yeah.
So that even made me even more depressed. So it was a lot of stuff I was facing during the time that, you know what, I broke it down and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do this no matter what. Because I just seen myself just fading away. I just knew that I wasn't the same person that I was, you know,
Yeah.
back
And
in
not
the
only
day.
that, but like when you got kids, you know, and you got as the vibrant kids you got, and they come with a lot of energy, like, you know, their life, right? So you got kids, you got the beautiful husband and all that. You know, as much as people don't think it's work. I mean, you do it and you find the energy and you find it because you love, and you love unconditionally because they belong to you, but it's work. So then it's like if you're not
Yeah,
feeling
it
good
is
and you're
work.
in your pit, then you're like it's tumbling. Like, how are you supposed to have that loving energy to your husband, and then how are you supposed to be that butterfly that's supposed to nurture each of the children? And then you got that. For me, my sons would see me come home and just be quiet for days, like my nose would be bleeding, I'd be in the shower just dazed out from some kind of really severe. I used to do underground rescues, and I worked with the sex trade industry too, getting young girls out of it and getting them rehabbed, and moving them across Canada into safety and stuff like that, changing their identities and that type of thing. So often, like I was saying, a lot of stress. And with my kids, I'd kind of like, it's almost like I didn't have the emotion left over for them because I was in my own pit in my mind. I was really good at what I did, but just because you're a really good crisis manager and you have the empathy for others, or to go to the fire and you don't freeze, doesn't mean that you have all the tools in your kit to be the best mom ever. So I can only imagine, you know, how it was hard for you. You know, you're, like you said, you're in the pit. You're, you know, you're upset. It's just getting worse and worse and worse, and then you're trying to give your love to your family. So I love how you said, no, I'm going up, I'm going towards enlightenment, I'm getting out of this, I'm having the determination. That's a huge word. I'm
But you
gonna
have
make
to
this
come to the
happen.
terms with you have
Yeah.
to make time for you. I mean, you have all these people around that you love dearly,
Yeah.
and you kind of lose yourself. So you have to. I just um wanted to try to get a piece of me back like I used to be. So with me being just a little smaller and me starting, putting my makeup on and start doing
Yeah,
my
you feel
hair
more beautiful, more
again.
alive.
But
Yeah.
I get more confident the more I was losing the weight, the
Yeah.
more I was, feeling better.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
was I still going through the menopause? Yes, I was. I was
Well,
still going
apparently
through
I
it.
haven't gone into it yet. I don't know. I had a hysterectomy a few years ago. I still have my ovaries,
Girl,
but
honey, I don't
apparently,
wish that on nobody.
well, apparently, girl, it's not good, and I'm hoping
No,
that
it's
I
not.
just kind of fizzle past it. But my aunt suffered huge. Like, my aunt was a nurse, and she would be at work with like fans on her, sticking her head in the freezer. Like, she suffered, she couldn't sleep. Like, she still has little phases here and there. So
Right,
it's
yeah, me too.
yeah, you know, but you know, taking control what you can is the key, right? It kind of levels it out when you know, okay, I'm doing all I can. So can you imagine how much worse you would have been if you didn't take control of your life and your
Yeah,
health? Like,
yeah,
it would have been 10
yeah,
times worse, right?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I
just
can't even imagine how it would have been. It would have been, oh, I can't even think about it. I don't even want
yeah,
to think
right.
about
Hey, I
it.
appreciate you coming on here though, encourage people with enlightenment and to really take control of themselves. So
Oh
I went
yeah.
to I went to therapy for 5.5 years while I was a crisis manager, kind of like on the side, because I knew that I was like having nightmares and stuff. And sometimes when you have trauma yourself, I was a victim when I was younger, so I became a crisis manager. But sometimes you can get sick by re-triggering yourself and helping
Oh
people and stuff
yeah.
like that. So, you know, I kind of know what you're talking about, and you know, and all you can do is I start to really like, I had to learn through therapy how to put myself first. I was adopted, so I always put everybody and everybody around me first. And my identity was, you know, well, all these people are my chosen family. Like, I never had my blood around me growing up. So like everybody I love, like I have feelings for you. I have feelings for people I talk about just online. Now, one of my girlfriends is one of my best friends, and I've never met her live. She's in BC. I'm gonna go see her soon. But like the first phone call we ever had was 7 hours long. I've never even talked to a man that long. So there is an energy out there. You know, it's not as the same as Zoom. And hopefully I'll go to Texas one day, and I'm gonna try and get one of my
Come on
friends to come.
down, girl.
Get
Come
one of
on
my
down.
friends to come with me. Her name might be Lisa. Wank wank. But anyways, yeah, so she's got some friends and that down there, so hopefully we'll do some kind of collaboration one day. But let's we only have about 3 minutes left, so let's tell everybody how they can reach you. You want to just tell everybody your email. I'll also put it in the drop down, but sometimes people don't like to read, so let's
Okay.
tell everybody
So
what
the
your email
website
address is.
is
Yeah, and your website. Yeah.
the website address is www.fitteam.com
Okay.
/ Nicole Andrade. And you spell that NicoleAndrade.
That's
My
great.
email address is Nicole Andrade 52@yahoo.com. And I
Excellent.
send my Facebook link to
Yeah,
to
I'll set
you.
up your
That way you
Facebook
can
link,
post
and
that.
I'm gonna put up the before and after pictures as well, so everybody will
Yeah,
see like
yeah,
how shocking it is and how like, well, if I can, if listen, if I'm willing to buy the product and I'm willing to put my name on you, I'm pretty sure others will. With social media, all we can do is put out the message and see what happens. But if
right,
anyone
right,
wants to
right,
contact me regarding Nicole or wants a reference from me on Nicole or the product or anything, maybe contact me in the next month or so because I'll be using it by then and we'll see how it goes. You can reach me at info@curiositynox with an s.com. So info@curiositynox.com. I really want to thank you, Nicole, for being on our
thank you for
platform.
having me.
Yeah, it's we created this for diversity and for to have a safe platform for people to tell their stories and to get the message out there. And as you know, when you take care of your insides, it just naturally helps with mental health and self-esteem and
Absolutely.
that. And I'm really, really proud of you. And I wish
Thank
you many
you so much.
blessings. And I will definitely talk to you soon. And
Okay,
we
Tracy.
have a long weekend here. I don't know about you, but we have a
Yes,
long weekend. So
yes.
you take care. Bless
Okay,
you.
okay, you too. God bless
Okay,
you
thanks
as
for
well.
coming on. Okay,
Thank
bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.